Body. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Sounds like you enjoyed it. Heels, I know, man. Tar Heels, I'm in some type of mood today, y'all. Tar Heels extra inning beats the reigning champs, LSU. We are going to the Super Regionals. I am in such a mood right now. I feel so good. Hyo-chu, Vas. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, good evening, everybody. Hyo-chu, great to see you. Vas, thank you. Good evening, everybody. Tar Heel Bay, Vas. Thank you. Good evening, everybody back home in the United States. Vas, thank you, thank you, thank you. Tar Heel Bay, I'm telling y'all, UNC just beat LSU, the defending national champs, to win the Chapel Hill Regional. We're going to the Super Regional. That's why I was kind of late to the stream, by the way. I was trying to pay attention to what happened to the game because we were losing going into the 9th inning, y'all. We were losing the game. We were losing the game, everybody. And we came back and we took it. We took it. Keeping it moving, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Harry. Oh, Terry, thank you. Good evening, everybody. One Weird, thank you for the first gift. Voss, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good evening, Clutch Rally, baby. We are here in downtown we're here in downtown Shanghai. We're gonna get the stream started. Hyo-chu, thank you. Voss, thank you. Thank you, LBJ. Thank you, Kaleidoscope. All right, we are here in downtown Shanghai. We're about to begin our city walk. We're gonna end up at the U Gardens today. DP, Terry, thank you. We're gonna end up at the U Gardens later today. But first, let's start by exploring some of the historic districts of Shanghai, right next to Nanjing Road. And then we're gonna end up at the U Garden. We're actually gonna go into the U Garden today. Keep moving, everybody. Good, that's the way we do it. Good evening, everybody back home in the United States. Good evening, everybody back home in the United States. We're getting our live stream started. I hope you guys had a great Monday. Raisha, Nick, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. We're able to actually go in. Check this out, everybody. Check this out. Jennifer, thank you. Check this out, y'all. Y'all see these houses right here? You won't find this. Look at this right here, everybody. These houses look simple, right? You got clothes hanging out. They look real simple, right? Look at this. Let me show y'all this right here. This is literally the most prime real estate in all of Shanghai. Donna, sandals, thank you. Look at this right here. Y'all see this right here? This is Donna, sandals, thank you. This is literally the most prime real estate in Shanghai, and they somehow preserved this neighborhood. Now, the thing about it that I find interesting is that these buildings don't even look that old. Jennifer, Shy Guy, Jackie, thank you. These buildings don't even look that old, but they ain't got no elevator though. Man, look at this, y'all. Absolutely beautiful. There's actually a I'm gonna go see the skyscrapers real soon, but check this out, y'all. Look at this. Beautiful. Hello in California. Our live stream just got started 5 minutes ago, everybody. 5 minutes ago. Great to see everybody. Thank you for coming on to the show. It is Tuesday morning for me. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Linda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, Gio messaged me this morning. He was like, I need you to go for 15 hours today. He was like, I need you to go for 15 hours. You did 10 hours yesterday. I need you to do 15 hours today. Look at this. Steffi, sandals, Neep. Oh, great to see you, Neep. Steffi, thank you. Now, let me actually explain this neighborhood a little bit rather than just standing here. We walked into this neighborhood. Sandals, Steffi, thank you. Sandals, thank you. Yesenia, Neep, thank you so much. And Hyo-chu, thank you so much. Belen Juarez, thank you. So when you look at this neighborhood right here, it might look like any other clothes hanging, y'all. They're kind of shaking, y'all. Chavez, Jesus, thank you. Roman Cowgirl, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Nix, J Rails, thank you. Juan Chavez, thank you. I think I'm cramping in my right hand, y'all. I held this phone for 10 hours yesterday. Man, Pugmania is here. Thank you, Pugmania. Thank you. Thank you, Pugmania. Thank you so much, Pugmania. Now, I have to give you guys some facts about this place. Pugmania, I have to give y'all some cold hard facts about this place. Charlie, Tony, thank you. This place right here, I have to give y'all some cold hard facts. This right here, most people in China cannot even afford this place. This is the most expensive land, literally the most expensive land in all of Shanghai. These homes look so simple, but we are in downtown Puxi area, right next to the Huangpu River. This right here, One Weird Hamster, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Neep, thank you. This right here, the house itself, it has some historical value, but these houses are not very luxurious, but it's the land that it sits on that is so valuable. There'll be some similar concepts in Manhattan. I'm sure in San Francisco they have similar homes. This may look like any other Chinese neighborhood. Roaming Cowgirl, thank you so much. But this is for Shanghai. I believe most people who live here are some really, really old Shanghai locals who trace their origins, their family history back at least 3 or 4 generations settling in this city. Yvonne, thank you. So this right here is extremely valuable real estate. I'm not even sure if you, maybe some of the Chinese viewers can correct me on this. I'm not even sure if you could sell these. Like if you live in here, like would you be able to conduct a transaction freely and sell your home? I'm not even sure what the answer to that is. I'm not sure if you're even able to do that. So I really don't know the answer, but I just know that this right here, Su, is, and all the houses, they look exactly identical. So this has to be some type of, if you guys ever watch like a vintage Chinese movie from the 60s and 70s and 80s, and you look at this home right here, if you look at a vintage Chinese movie, you see these homes right here. Individual units, main man, Chavez, thank you. If you ever look at a vintage Chinese movie where the neighborhood looks exactly like this, the kids are running around, you know what I'm saying, the folks are going from one neighbor's home to another neighbor's home, having tea, you know, having conversations with each other. That's exactly what it looked like. Literally, this right here is exactly what it looked like. I remember I saw a movie about the 1990s, what Shanghai looked like. There were far more of these neighborhoods, and unfortunately, not as many of them are still preserved because Shanghai is obviously the largest, most beautiful, most technological, most economically, #1 GDP in all of China, even more than Beijing. Someone said that in the stream. I didn't even know that. I thought it was Beijing. Dave, man, 941, thank you so much. So what you're looking at here is really a relic. You got these pipes that are, look at these pipes right here. I know we getting worked up about some pipes. You just look at the age of these things right here. That is character right here. Lisa Ann, thank you. Look at this. These windows, and look at the backdrop of this. Now, that building right there reminds me of a building in Manhattan. Annis, great to see you. Thank you so much, Annis. Great to see you, Annis in Chicago. Neep, Lisa Ann. By the way, Annis, I'm jealous of you going to the White Sox game. I don't know if you remember when the White Sox used to play at U.S. Cellular Field. This was in the early 2000s. That's changed names, obviously. U.S. Cellular is no longer around. At least I don't think they're around. Let's continue to move along. Now, look at these homes right here. Look at this. Harry is right here, man. Everybody wants to know where you are, Harry. Harry's right here. Harry, look at it. He got a lot more tan from yesterday. Lisa Ann, thank you. He got a lot more tan. That's why he putting on his hat today. Look at this. Harry got a lot more tan, y'all. One and White Queen. Lisa, thank you. Thank you. Hey, Neep says hello. Thank you, Lisa Ann. Thank you. Somebody asked what kind of car this is. I don't know what kind of car this is, but this dude got his nasty ass feet resting on that window, y'all. He got his feet chilling, getting some sun. I shouldn't say his feet nasty, but he got some interesting socks on, man. He got his feet just chilling on he gonna break his rear view mirror, y'all. He gonna break his side view mirror, y'all. Look at this. This dude chilling. This dude is chilling. Yes, I'm telling y'all, look at this. I believe that this is definitely a Chinese car right here. Man, big old, thank you, Stephanie, thank you. Let's take a look, Stephanie, take one more look at Harry. He got a little more tan. He got a little more tan. When we started the trip, he wasn't this tan. What about your arms? Man, you got tan, Harry. Woo! Woo! Oh, man, I'm telling you, you've gotten stronger and you've gotten more tan on this trip. I love it. All right, let's go to Nanjing Road. Going this way. Ooh, that is beautiful. Look at this. Look, not only are we very well rested, Laura, thank you. Not only are we well rested, the reason I was a little bit late to the live stream today for everybody, I was watching the Carolina game against LSU. It's the winner take all game in the Chapel Hill Regional. Winner goes to the Super Regionals. We were losing going into the 9th inning. We were losing by a run, and we came back and we won the game in the 10th inning. So I'm very, very excited. Nowadays, it's kind of hard for me to get really pumped up because I got to save all my energy for the live streams. I gotta save all my energy for the live stream, so I can't really get pumped up I can't really go around screaming. You know, I gotta save my energy. But that was a big win. J-O-Rel, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's continue to move along. Now, let's go to Nanjing Road. But take a look, one more look at this, y'all. Because this is the type of stuff that represents what Shanghai looked like before these skyscrapers were built. You know, if you ever wanted, that's why most of the folks that live here, a lot of the folks that live here, Neep, LBJ, man, thank you so much for those galaxies. Mikey, thank you. Thank you so much, LBJ, I appreciate it. Thank you. Brittany B's, the Annises, the PBs, the Belen Juarez's, and of course the Pugmanias and Neeps. Thank you guys. Nick, everybody, Hyochu, thank you guys. Now, when you look at these buildings, let's take one last look and then we're gonna go to Nanjing Road. This right here is what Shanghai looked like in the 80s and 90s. Everyone would have lived in these homes. Very few of these skyscrapers around in the 80s and 90s. Everyone lived in these homes. You can imagine it's a totally different community, neighborhood, community vibe. People went to each other's homes for tea. Stephanie, it's me, thank you. People went to each other's homes for tea, for lunch. You know, everybody knew each other because they lived in such close proximity. You know, for us back home in America, it's me, Sarita, thank you. For us, Mazzy Keen is here. Hello, Mazzy Keen. I was gonna say, Mazzy Keen, I haven't seen you in a while. Great to see you. Real hero, thank you. Now, when you look at this right here, Mazzy Keen, thank you so much. Real hero, thank you. Now, for all the Americans back home who are looking at this, y'all might say, well, this is somebody's house. This is the living room down here. That's the bedroom up there. This is actually multiple families live here. This is not one of them American homes where one family owns the entire house. This is very, very close proximity. Multiple families, multiple individual units, possibly up to 2, possibly up to 3 different families are gonna live on this ground floor alone. And then on the second floor, same concept. Possibly 2, possibly 3 different units in these apartments. So this is very similar to what Chicago looks like when you go to the south side of Chicago. When you go to everywhere in Chicago, actually, you're gonna have homes that look like this, but there's actually multiple units. To give you guys some perspective as we walk towards Nanjing Road, when my family first moved to Chicago, we lived in Pilsen. And then when we moved to Bridgeport in Chicago, on 29th and Union, which is right next to Halsted, you guys can see what I'm talking about right here. You see this is one of them buildings. You can see multiple units. One is on the left side, one is in front of us. These homes are not very large. Not very large, y'all. So, when I used to live in Chicago, we used to live on the 3rd floor. If you look at the house from the outside where we lived, it looked like an individual family home, now a large one. But that house was actually split into 6 different units, y'all. Y'all, hold up one second, y'all. Is my camera shaking? Is my hands shaking today? Real hero, thank you. My hands shaking today, y'all. Dang, I'm telling y'all, man. Neep, I'm gonna answer your question in a second. Andrea, it's kind of shaking a little bit? Yes? I apologize. I'm gonna keep it more steady, y'all. I'm gonna keep it more steady. I've been holding this phone for 10 hours yesterday. I think my hand is like spazzing out a little bit, y'all. I think my arms can't handle this no more. But it's cool though. It's all good. I'm good. All right. To answer Neep's question, every single one of these units, man, I would be surprised if you had a 3-bedroom. To be very frank, I think most are like 1 or 2 bedrooms, and this is why, this is one of the paradox. There's one, man. Hold up, man. She just distracted me for a second. This is what. This is one of the paradoxes of living in these homes that I always try to tell you guys whenever we're in Beijing, whenever we're in Shanghai, these most expensive places in China, is that even if you live on the most expensive land, your home is not that nice compared to these newer apartment buildings. This is why a lot of people, you know, they look at a lot of folks that live here, they're actually caught in a catch-22 situation. It's like if you live here, for example, if you live here, let's be real honest with ourselves. This is a very valuable land, perhaps the most valuable land in China. Perhaps this is the most valuable land in all of China. But you guys can see that this home isn't exactly what we would consider a very nice home, even in China. Most Chinese people, let's imagine this, real hero. You think that's interesting, right? Think about this. If you live in, let's say, Zhengzhou in Henan, okay? And your apartment, let's say, costs $200,000 and it's a new apartment. Your apartment would look a lot nicer than what we just saw. Nana COVID, Roberta, thank you. Does that make sense? Let's say you live in Nanjing. Let's say you live in Suzhou. Let's say you live in Nanchang. Let's say you live in Chongqing. And you got an apartment there. It's new, it's modern. it would look a lot nicer than what you just saw back there, right? Because those are newer built homes. Whereas these homes right here are all historical, older homes. You can't just go in there and start tearing stuff up because this is protected. These are protected units. Does that make sense? So for everybody who's watching, this is the biggest message I want to send you. It's like a lot of the folks that live here on paper, they are on the most expensive land in all of China. This is definitely some of the most expensive land in all of China. But you can see they still managed to preserve these homes, to give you a taste of old Shanghai, to allow these folks to continue to live here. They could easily tear all this down and build 2 different skyscrapers. They didn't. The Shanghai government chose to preserve this and to allow the tourists who come to Shanghai to get a taste of old life. Everything that surrounds it is now a skyscraper. Does that make sense, everybody? Cool. This right here, Harry just told me. I'm gonna tell y'all some prices. Somebody's asked me some prices. Neep. I'm gonna give y'all some prices. Harry just found the price of this place. 150,000 yuan per square meter. 15万一平米. Rayman, thank you for the rose. Let me translate that into English for you guys. Into American dollars. That's about $2,000 per square foot. Let me repeat that again. What y'all just saw right here, $2,000 per square foot if you wanted to live here. So I'm gonna ask you guys, if you had $2,000 per square foot, would you wanna live in a place like this? Or would you wanna live in a newer apartment building? This is why I always tell you guys, it's a catch-22. It's a catch-22. You are sitting on some insanely $2,000. Think about that. Think about that, right? Like that. Thank you, Harry, for giving me that. 谢谢. Thank you for giving me that information. If I come across the street right here, right? This is what I'm trying to tell you. On paper, it's very expensive, but when you're actually living in it, right? You see what I'm saying? $2,000 per square foot. Lovely. Thank you. I personally myself would like to live in a newer place, and this is why so many Chinese people. That's why I would argue if you live in a city like Luoyang and Zhengzhou and Xiamen, whatever, you live in an apartment building, right? And it's new, it's nicely decorated, it's got new furniture, new flooring, right? Better living experience, in my opinion, than living in an older protected home. So catch-22 situation. We're going to Nanjing Road now. Laura, thank you. Man, thank you. I appreciate you guys for listening to that. That's a little bit of introduction into old Shanghai. And by the way, this is why I'm gonna tell you guys, a lot of y'all who are watching this, because I love to show you guys, share some of this stuff with you. Damn, my hand is spazzing a little bit. Y'all might need to break out my gimbal or something. So Neep, if you check this out, because I know Neep likes to listen to some of these economic concepts. This right here, 20 years ago, this right here would have been hardly $100 a square foot. I'm serious. I'm very serious with you guys. The year that my parents went to America, this home right here, I would argue it's not even $100 per square foot. Maybe 6, 7, 8,000 yuan per square meter. $100 a square foot. In a span of 2 decades, this thing has literally 20-fold. It went up 20-fold, y'all. 20-fold, right? Hyo2, thank you so much, sir. Thank you. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is like a lot of y'all back home in America, you know what I'm saying? It's like when y'all, hey, by the way, Hyo2, thank you for sending a subscription to Mazzy King. I love that. Now, when you guys look at it, you know, I always like to tell you guys this because when we walk down the street and we go towards Nanjing Road, what I love to share with you guys about China is that the economy here is extremely diversified. I'm about to have dinner tonight with a factory boss, actually, one of my clients. And we're going to talk about a lot of business. Chutal, thank you for the bracelets. But when you look at all this going on, one of the biggest things I want to explain to you about the Chinese economy is you guys got to understand that a lot of people got wealthy in the last 10 years in China because of one thing and one thing only. Does anybody know the answer? A lot of folks became very rich in this country in the last 15 years because of one thing and one thing only. Who knows the answer? Gio with the right answer. Gio with the right answer as usual. Real estate. Real estate, property. Now, someone said tech. Someone said tech. It is a great answer. Because technology companies like Alibaba, Tencent, Baidu, they hire a lot of folks, right? But you guys gotta understand that those folks only represent a small portion of China's economy. How many people do they combine to hire? 2-3 million people at most? There's 1.4 billion people in China. So this is what I want to tell you guys is that pervasively, a lot of wealth that has been built in this society in the last 20 years, 15 years, especially the last 10 years, is because of real estate. And the reason why this is so important is because real estate affects all corners of China. It's not like if you work at Alibaba, only 50, 60, 100,000 employees are going to benefit if Alibaba's stock price goes up. If real estate goes up, Autumn, thank you, the whole country benefits. Every city, if you're in a big city, small city, county, even in a village, you're going to feel richer because your housing prices are going up. Mazzy King, thank you for the future. By the way, this thing just came out yesterday. I'm starting to see more of this future thing. This thing just came out. Thank you so much, Mazzy King. I'm glad you got a... Thank you, Hyotu, for giving Mazzy King a subscription. Thank you so much, Hyotu. Thank you. Now, this is why I want to emphasize this to you guys as we go to Nanjing Road. The challenge with China's economy now is that China is a huge economy, second largest in the world. Now, if you look at it by purchasing power parity, China is actually the largest economy in the world already. Even bigger than the United States. Oh my God!
Thank you.
Look at that, Hyotu. Wow! Oh, by the way, Harry just gave me some clutch news. A 1,000 square foot apartment in that building that we just saw there is about $1,400 a month in rent. $1,400 a month. So this is why I'm trying to tell you guys, man. I'd rather pay the $1,400 in rent than pay that $2,000 a square foot. Does that make sense? $1,400. Now, let me continue to talk about this as we walk down Shanghai and we go towards Nanjing Road. We're going. 我们现在去南京路啊，我们走快点。Let's go to Nanjing Road right now, and then we're gonna go to Yu Garden. You guys gotta understand. Thank you so much, by the way, Mazzy King Hyotu. Thank y'all for all the love. Thank you, Voss. Thank you for so much of the progress that you've seen in China, right? In the last 20, 25 years. The difference between this country and the United States in many ways is that the US economy is a very mature economy. US economy, at least 100 years old, of very mature developments. The infrastructure, the spending is very, very well spread out between personal consumption, between government spending, between infrastructure, although our infrastructure spending is not as high as it should be, military spending. A lot of the spending here in China that drives the GDP really in the last 20 years, a lot of that has been infrastructure. So the beautiful thing about the Chinese economy, in my opinion, the very beautiful thing about it is, and that's why I think this country is full of opportunities, is that the government now is diversifying. High quality growth. This is what Beijing is calling the high quality growth. Not just growth. Not just build some bullshit and call it growth. High quality growth. How do we drive high quality growth? Electric vehicles, batteries, technology, AI, things like that, right? It used to be 20 years ago, how do you drive growth? Build this big building right here. Build this big building. Boom, there you go, $10 million of GDP. You know what I'm saying? You wanna drive some GDP? Okay, tear up this road, repave it, boom, $2 million of GDP. You know what I'm saying? That's not high quality growth. That's why I think China has so many opportunities. From me, as a businessman's perspective, I'm looking at all the opportunities they got over here for trade, for AI, for tech, for new energy vehicles, for green energy. This is why I think this economy is super, super exciting. It's an exciting place to be. Now, for everybody who's watching back home, this is a moment of candor from me. Most of us watching are normal folks. You know what I'm saying? We all got jobs, we all got families, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody is a CEO. Not everybody is a politician, being a decision maker, being a policy maker. We gotta worry about our bills. We gotta worry about our mortgage. We gotta worry about rent, right? So for what is the implication for all of us is that when you look at all this development, the biggest thing you gotta think about when you're in Shanghai is how do you spread that money around? Because if you got a lot of development, but the common folks can't get some money in their pockets, you know what I'm saying? It does no good for the economy. They're not gonna spend, they're not going to consume. And this is a very difficult economic concept, but explained in layman's terms. You gotta get the money in the people's pockets. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, at the end of the day, people gotta pay rent, people gotta pay mortgage, people gotta take their kids to school. They need some spending money if they wanna go outside and have dinner. You know what I'm saying? So we're about to go to Nanjing Road right now. When we go to Nanjing Road, one of the things I want you to look at is this is something I've been noticing, and this is why I always tell people this, man. I got a lot of respect I really have I got a lot of respect for the folks in Beijing, because in my opinion, this is my humble opinion, them boys got the hardest job in the world. I think they got the hardest job in the world to run a country of 1.4 billion people and to make sure everything is orderly, make sure there's no crime, make sure you could develop. I think they got the hardest job in the world. They got a lot of problems they got to solve. And a lot of y'all ask me, like, do you like living in America? Do you like living in China? Which one you like better? I always tell people, at this point in my life, I like living in China better because I feel like I'm a quiet observer on all these things that's happening in my life. All around me, I can see what are some of the things that they're doing to try to change, to try to make some of these transitions. We're living in a very interesting time. So I don't know if Neep is still watching. This is one of the biggest things I want to communicate to you guys, man. It's like we are living in interesting times right now. This is a very, very interesting time that we're living in. Very, very interesting time. Lots of change, lots of things happening. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm gonna tell y'all this. For the first 25 years of my life, I feel like everything was very quiet. You know, like our family, obviously we immigrated. But look at what's happened in the last 5 years alone. Look at this ChatGPT stuff. Look at this AI stuff. Look at all this crazy stuff that's happening all around the world. It seems like we are living in a time of constant change, there's just a lot of things going on. You know what I'm saying? So my biggest thing is, like, this is for everybody watching. I'm just a small potato. Harry, as far as I understand, is a small potato. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out how I, as a small potato, could survive in this changing world. Because I got bills, man. I got to pay my American Express. I got to pay my rent. You know what I'm saying? I want to start a family. I got bills to pay. So how do I survive in this changing world? How do I actually carve something, you know what I'm saying, where we could survive and not get replaced by, let's say, ChatGPT with AI or something? I think that's the challenge of what we're trying to figure out. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going this way? All right, we're going to Nanjing Road now. We're going with Nanjing Road. We got to adapt. I know, Neep, that's what I'm saying. So we're about to go to Nanjing Road. Let me continue on with that thought now. There's one more thought I want to make. And that's something I've been thinking a lot about when I live in China, man. Because this is something I've really been thinking about. Y'all ever heard this thing? By the way, y'all, look at this. Let's just cross the channel, man. Across the street. Look at this, man. American invasion, y'all. We got KFC right next to a Pizza Hut. We got KFC right next to a Pizza Hut, man. Look at all these American brands over here. I'm actually kind of tempted to go into a Pizza Hut to show y'all what kind of pizza they serving out here in China. So look, thank you. Look at this. You see that? Yo, Chu, you see that, man? Look at that. They got a KFC next to a Pizza Hut. I'm trying to see what they got over here in Pizza Hut out here. Man. I will show you guys the Pizza Hut. This is why I'm trying to tell y'all, Mazzy Kid, I'm trying to tell y'all, when y'all come over here, y'all ain't got to be worried about being hungry. If you guys cannot handle Chinese food, man, there's KFC at every street corner, man. There's more KFCs here than gas stations. That's the other thing I noticed about China. Where the hell do people go and get their gasoline? I never see a gas station. Neep. Look at Neep. Thank you, Neep. Thank you, Neep. You know what I'm saying? I never see a gas station at all when I'm walking down the street in China. Y'all notice that? Y'all notice that? I never see a gas. All right, we got green. We got green, y'all. All right, let's go in. I want to tell you guys another concept. I've been thinking about this a lot these last few years. David, FM Son, thank you. And it'll be really good when we get to Nanjing Road. But I actually want to show y'all the menu at this Pizza Hut right here. Look at this. And I wonder if Throw the Lido, Belen Juarez, thank you. Thank you. By the way, man, there was actually a video that I posted a while ago, not on TikTok, when I went to a gas. Look at this Pizza Hut right here. Let's actually walk into this Pizza Hut. This is actually kind of cool, man. Let's see what kind of pizza they got over here in China. Maybe we'll get some General Tso's chicken Pizza Hut. Walk in. Oh, Mazzy King, thank you. The Pizza Hut's down there?
Yeah.
What kind of a design is this?
Really?
This is what is this? Who designs a restaurant like this? Don't mess up my signal. Oh, this is Pizza Hut right here. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go in here. If the signal messes up, I'm coming right back out. I'm coming right back out, y'all. We lagging? Are we lagging, everybody? Jason, thank you. 跟我紧一点. Thank you. Nah, we good? Got Pizza Hut right here, man. 两位，我先看一看菜单在哪里。给我看一下。谢谢。你先坐，文涛，你先坐。
看回来。
这是必胜客吗？
对。
好，我去看一下。Alright, man, we are at Pizza Hut right now, and they actually have a menu. Let me take off my glasses for this. Blue Jambi, thank you. They got a menu at Pizza Hut here in China. Look at what they got over here. Wow. I just look at this. Man, Stephanie, Lori, thank you, Stephanie. Here go Harry right here. Here go Harry right here. We're looking at this menu. So, a pizza in China, you can see right here at Pizza Hut, they have shrimp, they got calamari, and pineapples mixed together, y'all. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about, you got shrimp plus imitation crab meat plus calamari plus pineapple, and a small pizza right here is about $11. $11 right here for a small pizza, a seafood pizza, and a big one right here is about $15. It's kind of expensive, man. Look at this pepperoni pizza right here with some pineapples on it. The small pizza right here is about $8. $8 for a small pizza. $8 US. And you know what's interesting? In China, you can actually order 2 different pies here in China at the Pizza Hut, and they can split it for you. Now, they got some crazy stuff in China, y'all. Look at this pizza right here. What is that? This is lamb. This is barbecue lamb pizza here in China, y'all. China got it going on, y'all. Look at this. Lamb pizza. $11 for a lamb pizza. Anna's, thank you. This is lamb. What is that? Oh, this is beef. This is sliced beef pizza right here. This is even cheaper. This right here is $8. $8.10 for this. This is beef pizza. We're at Pizza Hut, everybody. Look. We at Pizza Hut in China. 必胜客, we at Pizza Hut. Man, look at this. Look at this seafood right here. Man, this is crazy, y'all. This has got beef, calamari, shrimp, chicken leg, ham, all that on one pizza. And this is $9. $9.50. Mama Kobe, thank you. $9.50 for the pizza right here. Man, should we get one? Should we get one right here? We just had lunch. I just wanted to show y'all. Hey, look, they even got pork pizza over here. But here's the craziest thing about Pizza Hut in China. Let me show y'all this. This is just the pizza menu. Let me show you the steak menu. Yes, at Pizza Hut in China, they got steak over here. Staffers, thank you. They got steak in Chinese Pizza Hut. Look at this. They got ribeye, sirloin, and they got filet. This is crazy, y'all. Look at all this. Look at all this. This is at a Pizza Hut. Look at this. This is $15. This is $15 for this. Derek, thank you, sir. This is $15. Thank you, Derek. Great to see you, Derek. $15 for all this. What is that? Look at all this. This is $15. This is $17.50 for all this. Man, we gotta get up out of here, man, because they wilding out here. They got all kinds of stuff. They got salads at Pizza Hut. Dude, this is Eric's. Thank you. Now, I never went to Pizza Hut when I was in America. I didn't eat a lot of pizza. But this right here is kind of wild, y'all. All right, I took y'all to Pizza Hut. It's time to go to Nanjing Road. Why are we just walking to a Pizza Hut? It's kind of cool, though. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving, y'all. Man. Oh. Man. All right, everybody. We're going to Nanjing Road right now. About 5 minutes away. And then we're going to Yu Garden. Oh. And all these steps. Man. Oh, by the way, you'll see this in Shanghai a lot. You see this gentleman over here wearing a suit. Shanghai is considered in all China one of the best dressed cities. This is why all the fashion shows, they all happen here in Shanghai. Shanghai people are very well dressed. They put a lot of thought into what they wear every single day. You see, when you're in my city, Shenzhen, when you're in Guangdong province, there's this saying: a guy could get into his Rolls Royce wearing a tank top and slippers. A lot of Cantonese people don't really care about what they wear, but 他们有实力, which means they got some real money over there in Shenzhen, but they're real low key. There's a saying in China. Everybody. In Shanghai, you can't tell who's poor because everybody is well dressed and they all look like they got it. In Guangdong, where I live, you can't tell who's rich because everybody, so many people are dressed so plainly, so simply, you can't tell who's got it. Very different styles, even just in the same country where everybody is Han Chinese, 56 different ethnicities, 95% of the population is Han Chinese. You got so many differences. 怎么走？前面就是we're at Nanjing Road. 左边就是了，对吧？ We're at Nanjing Road, everybody. Just to the left of us. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Absolutely. Now, as we go into Nanjing Road, this is a very important concept. The reason why we're here today is we're trying to show you on a Tuesday morning what does Nanjing Road look like. Tamara, thank you. Make sure y'all follow the channel, everybody. My name is Daniel. I stream 2-3 times a day, every single day from China. Please make sure y'all follow the channel. We're about to go to Nanjing Road, and then we're gonna go to the Yu Garden. Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna get the show started. Make a left right here. We are at Nanjing Road. We're in downtown Shanghai in Puxi. Sandals. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yo, man, something is wrong. My hands are not as steady as before. What's going on? Sandals, thank you for the duck. Carol Chen, thank you for the finger heart. This ain't good, y'all. I've been holding the phone for too long. My hands are spazzing, y'all. Hell yeah, I'm American. I'm telling y'all, I got a Heels for Life. Chuck, thank you. I'm telling y'all, something. Heels for Life. Who's going to the Super Regionals? Who just beat the defending champs LSU? We did. We did, Heels for Life. We did. Let the world know. LSU Tigers. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, LSU Tigers. You going home. Yeah. All right, we are on Nanjing Road. This is the start of Nanjing Road right here. Now, as you guys are looking at Nanjing Road, I want to explain something very important to you. Cody, thank you. I want to explain something very, very important to you guys. As we're looking at Nanjing Road, this is officially the beginning of Nanjing Road. Something very important to continue my thought, and then we're going to continue our tour. Neep, if you're still here, you will love what I'm about to say. You might not agree with it, but you guys will find this interesting. Medical coding, thank you. Now, when you guys look at this place right here, it is very, very crowded. There's not a lot of locals here, mostly tourists who come here. Now, Oliver, what's wrong with me? Why is my right arm shaking? Oliver? What's wrong with me? Now, when you look at this place right here and it's filled with people, this is an indicator to me of the health of the economy. Dawn, thank you, because you gotta understand, everybody you see here is from out of town. Nobody in Shanghai comes here. In my opinion, nobody in Shanghai comes here. Well, maybe on the weekends, but certainly on a Tuesday morning when you're supposed to be working, I don't imagine a lot of Shanghai locals are gonna be skipping work, taking a day off from work to come to Nanjing Road. So when you look at, 帮我拿一下，帮我带一下，蚊子掉下来了，反了，哥们儿。Man, you know what? Harry be over there. Man, it's wild. Let me use that small one right there. It's wild, man. This wind is wilding out here. I'll just get that small one. Man. All right, everybody. It's windy out here. When you look at what's going on out here, this is an indicator of the economy, because all these people out here are from out of town. They got to spend money on airplane, on travel, on train tickets, on hotels. This to me is an indicator of the economy. Now, what I've been noticing as I'm walking down the street in Nanjing Road, you these last few nights, I'm gonna tell y'all what I've been noticing, everybody. I'm gonna tell y'all this, okay? And it's supported by official data. I see a lot of people. Ah, man, people everywhere. 人山人海. But, here's the big but. A lot of the stores are actually empty. Meaning, the folks paid to come out here to enjoy the day, to enjoy a weekend, to enjoy a few days in Shanghai, but they're not necessarily buying a lot of things. Does that make sense, everybody? It's like, seemingly, there's a lot of people out here. Does that make sense? Seemingly, there's a lot of people out here, but there's not as much consumption as I would like to see. So now, let me explain why that is. The government put out some statistics, which I love, because Chinese government is always putting out these helpful statistics, and I read them. I actually do read them. The amount of foot traffic in domestic travel is up significantly. I think up like 30% year over year. However, the amount of overseas trips going to Japan, going to Thailand, going to Europe, going to America on vacation is down significantly. 20-30% decrease in overseas trips. There's a lot of reasons for this. Thailand has had some safety issues. Certain parts of the world, especially in Europe, there's been unrest, safety issues, language. But the biggest reason, in my opinion, why domestic travel is up and overseas travel is down is because, number one, it's just safer. It's easier, no language barrier, but also, most importantly, I think this is actually the biggest reason, it's cheaper. It's cheaper. You know what I'm saying? For me to fly to Europe, to go to Paris, round trip for